Hello Angela and welcome to your core homework video. Please excuse my face, I've just been for a run so I'm looking pretty sweaty, but yeah, hope you're ready. You need your long resistance band, and I'd also recommend just being in your sports bra as I am, because then you can just have a little check-in as to what those abs are doing and if you're getting that connection. And I also thought it's important to just remember that we all wobble and it's very rare that anyone has a six-pack, and if they do, they're probably miserable because they can't enjoy any of the delicious things in life. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's get ready. So, grabbing your band. We're just going to take a couple of breaths first of all. So, hand on your tummy and hand on your ribs. And this is just to help calm you down, get you in the zone, but also to really get you just kind of thinking about how you're breathing as well. So remember, when you inhale, I want you to really think about everything filling with air, breathing into those ribs. So inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, feel everything moving away from those hands. We'll take a couple more. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. And if you need to, you can pause the video and take a few more and just really focus on feeling those ribs expand into your hands. Now, with your band, ideally you've got somewhere that you can loop your band around. So I'm going to try and not turn my back to you too much here. I'm going to use this here. You could use a door handle or your husband. Don't loop it around his neck. Ask him to hold it for you. And we're going to row. So, standing directly into the band, you're going to inhale, prepare, and then you're going to exhale and you're going to lift that pelvic floor as well. So remember, drawing pubis to coccyx. Don't suck the tummy button in, and release. Well done. And again, inhale, propone, take 8. And exhale. Lifting the pelvic floor, and release. Well done. And then making sure you let go of that tension again. Inhale, prepare. Everything softens, belly fills with air. Exhale, pubis to coccyx. Lifting, I want to say pubic floor, pelvic floor, and release. Well done. So remember that it's very much an internal movement as you lift that pelvic floor. Number 4, inhale, prepare, everything softens. And exhale. Pubis to coccyx, lifting front and back, and release. Good job. So the abs are going to engage slightly, but you really want to be lifting internally. Inhale, prepare, and exhale. Good job. We're going to take 2 more. Release. Let go of any tension in that pelvic floor. Inhale, prepare, and exhale. And release. And this is so great as well because you're getting that nice movement through the shoulders and helping correct any rounding as well that we might have in the shoulders, because all that carrying everything we do as mums. Inhale, prepare, and exhale. And release. Good job. Alright, this time, coming side on, so you're going to loop your band around like so. So we're working our obliques this time and a bit of anti-rotation as well. So just check in on your pelvis as well and what you're doing here. Don't know if you tip too far forwards or too far backwards, but just be mindful of being somewhere in the middle. It's not dipped, not like that, but somewhere in the middle. And I think, as we've talked about lots of times before, you're not going to have perfect posture all the time, but just occasionally tuning into what your body is doing can make a difference long term. Grabbing both ends of the band, inhale, prepare, exhale. Pushing out. And you're making sure you're not twisting, those arms stay directly in front of you. And release. Again, let go of any tension in that pelvic floor. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, push out. Good job. And release. And again, inhale, prepare. Exhale. And release. And again, inhale, prepare. Exhale. And release. Good job. You can see my tummy soften as I release. Inhale, prepare. Last one on this side. done. And to the other side. Inhale, prepare again, same movement. For 6. And release, well done. Really fighting that resistance, you can pull out a bit further if you feel like you need a bit more of a challenge. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. And release. 4 more, inhale, prepare. Exhale, pubis to coccyx. And release, well done. And again, inhale, prepare, you say better when we're saying this. Exhale, pubis to coccyx. Lift that pelvic floor and push out. Obliques working, so you should feel the side of the body closest to the band working hardest. 2 more, inhale, prepare. Exhale, push out. And release. And again, inhale, prepare. And release. Good job, last one. Really make sure you let go of tension. A good way, sometimes if you find that you're clenching your bottom all the time, that might mean that you're holding tension in your pelvic floor as well. And it's really important you go into the physio and get things checked out. Alright, so we're going to take it down onto the ground now, thinking about that dead plug movement. So remember to think about your core canister. We're thinking about the muscles of the pelvic floor, the muscles of the tummy, the diaphragm, and the muscles of the back. And that all working together in synchronization. So coming onto your back, and in this position, remember, we're trying to keep that back imprint of that spine nice and flat on the ground. You're going to take the band up above your head, and you're not going to kind of really pull against it, but you are going to make sure you've got just a little bit of tension there. Then you're going to lift your legs. And then before you start, you're going to inhale, prepare, and exhale, zip up through pelvic floor. Remember, thinking about hip bones magnetizing together can make a difference as well. And then we're going to take 10 taps like this. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, tap. Nice and controlled, thinking about those abs working. Let's go again. Alternating sides. Good job. Mindful of the ribs and what they're doing as well. Good job. Keep that tension up ahead. Well done. Couple more. 3 more, in fact. You know, I can't count and talk. 1 more. Alright, and relax. Let everything go. So you should really feel that in your abs. Imagine that transverse abdominis wrapping around and those abs controlling that movement. Remember that mind-body connection that we talked about. Alright, this time you're going to have that tension in the band. Little exhale as you lift that foot up. And again, a little zip up from that pelvic floor. And those hip bones connecting together. Then, this time we're going to take it up a level. If it feels too hard, repeat the exercise we just did until you feel like you can do this one. You're going to take arms overhead and extend one leg when you're ready. Good job, and again. And again. And again. Okay, and again at the side. And again, let's go. Exhaling as you reach out. And again, let's go. 2 more, using that breath. And last one. And done. Good job. Alright, so if they start to feel easy, you can add some dumbbells into your hands and you can take a little like that, working each side with very light dumbbells in your hands just to add a bit of an extra challenge. And another tip as well, if they start to feel easy, come up into a crunch and then tap those legs. Again, focusing on what that tummy's doing, everything contracting. Okay? Next exercise, we are going to take a little box plank this time. So you don't need your bands anymore. And we're going to work for 40 seconds, or however long you can hold for. So I'll hold it for 40 seconds, you try and keep up with me. And then if you can only do 30, that's fine. Or if you want to work to do longer, that's also absolutely fine. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now remember, I can see my tummy coming down. So we're going to make sure we're in that good position, not dipped, not arched. Make sure those knees are in a nice position as well. And then we're going to zip up through that pelvic floor. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. So you've got that nice control, those hip bones coming together. You can see that my tummy is drawn in now, but I haven't sucked up through my tummy button. I've used my pelvic floor to help control it. And then from here, we're going to lift up just a few centimetres above the ground, keeping those shoulders away from ears, and keeping that connection through the abs the entire time. Holding for 40 seconds. Don't forget to breathe whilst you're doing it. If you lose that connection through pelvic floor, drop back down and repeat. And come back up. Alright, we're nearly at the 30-second mark. Stay strong. Looking good, well done. Try and keep your eyes down, nothing to the side. I'm watching the clock on my wall. Last 10 seconds. Good job. And done. Release. Alright, good job. Take a little moment. And then we're going to do the same again, and this time we're going to add in that tap. So with the tap, we're really trying not to rotate loads through the body as we're moving, and again, we're working on that control. So whenever we take one hand up, that automatically makes it a bit more challenging for our bodies, and they have to work that bit harder. We're going to go for 12 taps in total. So take a moment to set up. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Good spine position. Zip up through pelvic floor. Alright, when you're ready, lifting up. Again with a little exhale, and let's tap. For one. Little exhale as you tap. Good job. Visualise what those abs are doing, wrapping around. Keep it going. 2 more. And down we go. Alright, good job. So again, you can pause the video if you want to and have a go through those sets again, or you can move on to the next thing with me. So I'm just giving my tummy a little massage. Well done, tummy. You're going to babies. Alright, so again, let's do another movement that we did when we worked together. Sitting tall, zipping up through pelvic floor. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Hip bones coming together. That transverse abdominis wrapping around. Keeping those shoulders tight. Or shoulders down, I should say. You're going to lean back. Now, if that feels good for you, like your challenge, keep those feet down. And as and when you're ready, we're going to lift up those feet. So, let's give that a go. We're going to hold for 40 seconds. This is challenging. And as you get tired, you can start to feel the hip flexors just here take over. If you feel that happening, drop the feet back down. That's absolutely fine. Stay in that position and just focus on that ab connection. And then again, you can take the feet back up. Good job. Staying strong. Last few seconds. Full disclaimer, I've completely forgotten where the clock started, so I think this is 40 seconds. And well done. Alright, so remember with those, if it feels like the hip flexors are taking over, you're losing that connection with your abs, drop the feet down, make sure you've re-got that kind of control, and then you can try and take those feet back up again as well. Let's go again into that position. I'm going to inhale, prepare, and exhale, lifting up as we lean back. Lean back first, in fact, don't listen to me. Lean back and then lift up. And then we're going to take it from side to side. So just adding in that movement. Now as these start to feel easy, you can think about using a weight. Good job. To make it a little bit more challenging. Follow the hands with the eyes. Good job. Good, well done. We're going to take 10 more seconds again if it feels tough. Let the hip flexors are taken over. Add in, drop those feet down. And well done. It's really hard to talk. whilst concentrating on what's happening with your abdominals. All right, good job. We're going to take 2 more movements. I'm going to give you some progressions for both of these movements as well. So we're going to take a plank. Now, remembering what we talked about in our little session together, hands under shoulders, and then you're going to zip up through pelvic floor. Everything coming together, and then you're going to take one leg out, and then the other leg out. And then from here, we're going to hold for 40 seconds. If you feel like you lose that control of the abdominals, that's absolutely fine. Take the feet back down, and go again. Back should be flat. Look, you can see what happens when I lose control of my abdominals. Drop it down. And back up. You can get back up with one leg at a time or both legs, depending on how in control you feel. And release. Well done. And again, you can build up to 40 seconds. If you need to reset each time, that's absolutely fine. As the plank starts to feel easier, you can make it more challenging by doing some of the movements we do in class. So, taking those arms out and those arms back in. Or, if you want to, taking one leg up. Like so. So there's always little challenges you can do. And you don't have to do all these exercises together. You can find 5-10 minutes throughout your day to just do a little bit of them. Final one that we're going to do, we are going to take a side plank. So, elbow under shoulder, and you're going to make sure that hips are stacked on top of each other. Now we've got options here as well, and it's still really important you're thinking about everything wrapping around for those abdominals. So, inhale, prepare, exhale. Zip up through that pelvic floor, hip bones coming together. Let's start. So I have to work really hard on side plank to control my abdominals. Good job, hip bones magnetising. You should be able to feel here that everything feels hard and that TVA is switched on and working. We're going for 30 seconds. So again, if you want to progress side plank, you can take feet out so that you've got both, you're up onto both feet, if that makes sense. But starting here and getting that good control is awesome. Last few seconds. And release. Coming on to the other side. Elbow underneath shoulder, hips stacked on top of each other, taking a moment to set up. Inhale, prepare. And exhale. Lifting up. Holding for 30 seconds. So if you want to progress, you keep holding. This is for future. Again, making sure everything's wrapping around, you're visualising everything kind of drawing in here, and pelvic floor lifting up. Trying to lean forward or backwards. If that starts to feel easy, arm overhead. You can add a little crunch. And if that starts to feel easy, you can add in a little scoop as well, just to challenge yourself a bit differently. And relax, coming in to relax. Good job. All right. So, hopefully, that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour of everything we've talked about. Remember, try and wear your sports bra so that you can see what's going on with those abs. You've got an amazing tummy that's growing 2 beautiful girls, and you should be proud of it. You just need a little bit of work on regaining that kind of deep core connection, and hopefully doing this video will make a difference as well. If you need to pause the video at any point in time, do that. And if you've got any questions for me about any of the progressions, please feel free to reach out. And last little thing, let's just take a stretch, sitting down, reaching out into child pose, because it's such a lovely restorative stretch. And as mums, just need a few moments sometimes to breathe. Stay there, relax. And give yourself a massive clap for showing up and doing it. You're awesome. Well done!